So, good evening, students, and welcome to another episode of Power Up Your English. So, what are we doing today? New unit, we're doing food and religion, reasons for a match. So, you have this presentation already, and I have included 3 videos for you about world religion and especially about religious dietary practices, because every religion has a reason for a match. They have certain dietary practices. So let's have a look. So there is this really nice quote that talks about food and religion in a way. And I'd like you to think about this quote so that we can discuss it together. So let's read it first. Food fosters relationships. It brings a group of people together in an environment where each has an individual seat, but all share one table. A nice metaphor for a world in which we are all different, yet share a common humanity. Many contemporary dietary practices are shaped not only by culture but by religious belief. Food is an important part of many religions. People eat different things depending on their religions. Brilliant. So we said that people across the world made the choice to eat or avoid certain foods, as I've said, based on the laws of these beliefs. So according to their religion, because of culture or because of their theology, some foods are prohibited and some foods are, on the contrary, favored. So each one of you will have a slide. You will have to prepare a slide as a map. Your slides will be a map that you will use as a guideline to hold your own video conference. And when will you do this? We're going to have a video conference so that you can also tell the others what you found about your religion. Then you need to also prepare a suitable menu for people following these dietary habits. So you will have a special menu based on a religious, on a culture. So please do your research carefully. Now, always remember to attribute your source of information in the following slides. So whenever you get information from a website, please add your references as we do at the end of our slides. So now, what else do we need to do? I've called it collaborative writing. As I've told you already, we need to go to Chialo Edu. You can type this into Google, and you need to include in the pros and cons arguments columns claims for or against the thesis. What is our thesis? This is our thesis. Food fosters relationships. So I want you to think about it, if you agree with this claim or you don't agree with this claim and why, based on your research. So then the arguments are subsequently reviewed, evaluated and selected not by me as a teacher, but by yourself. So you can vote if you think that a comment is very interesting and, for example, has helped you doing your own homework. You can press like and this argument will go to the top. This will encourage critical thinking and metacognition. What is metacognition? Is the awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes. So without much further ado, let's go to Chialo Edu. So I have given you a link. So if you paste this link in your browser, then you get this. You can also see the notifications. So it's a bit like Facebook. You can see whoever has posted. So I have asked you to register. If you don't have an account, please sign up to Chialo Edu. And here is my thesis, food and religion. You remember, food fosters relationship, it brings a group of people together. And here you have my presentation. So actually click on the thesis. At this point you have pros and cons. If you agree with this, you can add a pro. So suggest your pro here. It will become visible once I have accepted it. So please don't write silly things. So in the pros, what can we write? For example, yeah, I agree with this claim. I think people from different religions, for example, should come together as a whole or at the same table. And we should respect their, for example, dietary habits, for example. And then you say, okay, I suggest this claim. So thank you, this is your suggested pro. If you don't agree with my claim, you can just select a cons. So what can we write about it? I don't agree with this. For example, we can say that in a globalized world, we should all eat the same things. Okay, for example. Okay, these are just examples, they're just silly claims, but this is what you need to do. And as the other people will add their answers, and you can move your answers, in this case I generated, but if you see it as another user, you can vote and you can say, yay, I like this claim, I agree with you. So I hope this is a little bit clearer for you. So I'm waiting for you to add your pros and cons to Kialo to carry on our critical thinking and continue with our food and religion task. That's all from me now. Thank you very much for your attention and good night.